How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. We're getting ready to start a new project, and this project is going to be a swing. Here on the homestead, we don't only have a cat and a few chickens, but we got some grandkids too that like to come over and play. We have one swing in a tree down there, and they both fight over it. So we're going to put two swings on this swing that we built. We're going to be using some 6x6s. And I got some of the hardware down here on the table, and I'll show you what we're going to use, and we'll go step by step on how we build this. So let me show you what we got to work with. All right, I got some of the hardware on the table or on the wood here that we're going to be using. These are 6x6s. We're going to be using 3 6x6s. These are 12 foot long, very, very heavy boards. We built a swing earlier in the year for my son, for his two kids, and we used 4x4s, and they didn't seem quite heavy enough, so we went with the 6x6s. We have some eye bolts here. These are 8-inch eye bolts, but don't forget, when you say 8-inch eye bolt, it's going to be from here to here. So, but these are going to work in our swing setup here. And then we got some of these locking nuts. They're just like a chain link, and we'll be using these to mount on here, and then we'll be able to put our chain for our swing on here. Now, if you guys go in town, you look at like Royal King Tractor Supply, they're going to have a regular swing one, and it's got some rubber bushings in there, some and we went in there, they only had one set. So we ended up going with these. Not saying that these are better. They might have been a little bit cheaper to go with this route, but yeah, you can probably go with the other ones too. So you can look those up. These are not very, well, I guess they were pretty expensive. I think for this little bit of hardware here was like, with 3 bags of concrete and this little bit of hardware was around $50. Yeah. So we got some bolts here that we're going to be using for plates. Let me grab them plates. I'll show you these plates. Okay, now these are the plates that we're going to be using. You can pick these up at Lowe's, probably Menards. These are for like post and beam type work. And we're going to be putting a T-bracket on ours. You could do just a 90 if you want, but I thought we would get more support if we used a T-bracket. So we got 4 of these, and these will run you about $25 a piece. Yeah. So there's $100 in them, and I think the 4x4s you're going to pay about $50 some a piece.
Yeah, so it's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap,
hopefully
but
it'll last a long time.
It's something that's going to last for years to come.
Yeah.
But we're going to get started right now. This is going to take a couple days for us to get this done because we need to prep these boards, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with them. All right, so what we got now is we got the router out, and a lot of people are wondering why you got a router. Well, these boards are pretty sharp on the sides, and if the kids are going to be swinging around them, we definitely don't want them hitting into this real sharp edge on the side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to round the edges of these off just a little bit, just so if they bump into them, they don't get cut or get a bunch of splinters. So I'm going to take you over here and show you on the other side where I'm going to stop the routing. So on this side over here, this is where our bracket's going to go, and I'm going to stop at about 6 1/8 inches. It's 6 1/8 inches from the top. We'll bring that router and come up to about right here and stop, because we're going to have our T-brackets on here, and they're going to overlap just a little bit on the top. We wanted to overlap. We thought this would make it a little bit stronger. Instead of just having it come up and going over, there'll be a small 6 1/8 inch piece sticking out here on the top. I think it's going to work out pretty good. So we're going to get to go ahead and start the routing of these 2 boards here. We're only going to do 2, the 2 that are going in the ground. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started using the router on these, and it doesn't matter if we go all the way down to the bottom. It's not going to hurt anything. This piece is going to be in the ground, and we're not going to be finished. Once we route them, we still got some more work to do to these. So let's get started. This process, I would use some ear protection because this thing is awful loud. Julie's here with me. She's going to be helping me, and she got her ear protection too. And let's get started. Now, if you look up here close at what we've done, it's going to help out a lot to keep them from getting cut. So now we have a real nice round edge on this. And these are just the two poles. Difference. Yeah. See how this one is over here? More you can see, yeah, it's real sharp. And I don't want the kids bumping into that. This round edge is going to be really nice. Because then I'm not going to have to worry about them conking their head on it. So we're going to do all 4 sides of this one and all 4 sides of this one about 6 1/8 inch down from the top. It doesn't matter if we go in the ground with them, it's not going to hurt. So we're going to continue doing this. Okay, Julie has decided she wants to try this. It's the first time she ever run a router. So those of you guys that don't have a router, this is what it's like when you first start out.
I know, I'll probably screw it up. So.
But you know what? It doesn't matter. That part is in the ground anyhow, and it's only a swing. We're not worried about it.
All right. Don't make fun.
You'll be fine.
Huh?
So get her ear protection on and head on down there.
Okay. Hey, try to stay going.
Pull that thing up. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, start on this back one, come this way. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to mount our brackets. I want to get all the hardware, all the holes drilled and ready to go on, because when we put this board up here, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing it standing on a ladder.
We don't want to do it up on the ladder. So what I'm doing here is I want this to be flush with the edge right here. And then we want to just split the difference in this on both sides. Make sure it looks about the same. We could just go by looks. I think we'll be okay. And Julie's going to go ahead and mark each one of them 4 holes with the pencil. Okay, and so what we'll do is we'll flip this board over and we'll do the other side. But we're going to go down there and do that side first. So we have them both marked, and we move them, flip it over. We should be able to get these holes pretty close. Because we don't want to drill all the way through. We want to go a halfway or a little bit more on each side. That way we could kind of meet in the middle. That way if they're off, it'll be on the inside, not on the outside. So when we got the hardware, I didn't realize I only got 6 of these bolts, and I didn't realize that there was actually 6 on each side.
You need 8,
so I need 12 of them bolts. So we're going to go to the other side and lay this plate down on, center it up, and mark it. Then we'll flip this piece over and mark the other side and get them drilled. Okay, Joel, mark her out.
Okay.
We did get a name for the cat, Sophie.
Yeah.
Off the Golden Girls.
Well, Sophia or Sophie.
Yeah, Sophia or Sophie. So, we're going to go ahead and get this board flipped over.
She's bad, kitty. Huh. Okay, you need to move.
Yeah.
You need to move. You're getting... got chips all over you.
These boards are extremely heavy.
Okay, get back. Get back.
It's a little hard to do this when
The cat wants to interfere.
not only that, but the board is like it was bark or something.
Oh.
Okay, Jill, mark her out. All right, we'll go mark the other side. Okay, now the trick is getting these guys to line up. They have to line up on both sides in order for them to go through the 2 plates that we have to stick on there. So we're going to get a drill. We're going to start drilling. Okay, I'm going to start drilling these out. Now these are 1/2-inch holes that we need, but we're going to drill them 3/4. That gives us a 1/4 inch play inside there. It's not going to hurt anything. We're going to center these up, and we're only going to go halfway. Like I said, see, I got some tape on here. I don't want to go much deeper than what the tape is.
And try to keep your drill as
straight as
up
I
and
can.
down. Yeah.
That's hard to do.
Yeah.
But we'll do this side, then we'll go over and do the other side, and then we'll flip the board over. Helps to have a charged battery too. Which way you want to go? This way?
Oh, those are heavy.
Yeah, they're heavy. All right, Julie's coming behind me, and she's got a rat tail file, cleaning out the insides of them, and then trying the bolts to make sure they all fit. Which, as long as that file's going through there, I'm sure the bolts are going to fit.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, because some of that stuff gets plugged up in there.
Now, you could use your bolt to knock that through. I mean, it just gets plugged up there in the middle a little bit.
Just look, you can see through. Yeah, it's open. I don't know about these ones down here.
So now that we got all 4 of them done, there's 8 of them, we're going to have to do these 2 here, the 2 upright ones. And that's kind of the tricky thing, because we're going to make sure that we line it up good. Okay. So we're going to get started on our top ones here, and these are the uprights. We stopped that router about right there, and I got these lined up. I think with the 3/4 inch hole, I think we're going to be okay. But we want to make sure they're both the same. It looks about the same. I'm looking at that gap and that gap and then these.
Ready?
Yep. What do you think?
Looks good.
So we're going to have to flip these ones over and mark the back side too, but we'll go ahead and drill these. That way we don't have to keep flipping it over. We'll get these 2 drilled, then we'll flip it over and do the other one. Watch your fingers. Slide it over. Flip that one this way.
Yeah.
Slide it over.
I think we could have found a smaller pencil.
That's the best one I got.
That's finally.
Okay, our goal here when we get ready to set up our swings is we want the swings to be 24 inches from the post and 24 inches from each swing. So you have a space 24 inches between the post and the edge of the swing, and then from the other swing on the other side, there's 24 inches in between. That's my goal, to make sure that the kids don't bump into the pole, and hopefully we won't bump into each other. So we have this marked out. What we did is we measured over 24 from the pole, then we put our first seat. And then we did the same thing on the other side, measured over 24 from the pole, and then we measured out a seat. Now these seats, we're measuring them at 24 inches wide. So from the width of the seat itself, we have 24 inches. So anything in that way, we can, their own chain. So, well, we were sitting here trying to figure out how we can drill these and get them drilled straight down through. So Julie's going to hold a square, and that's going to help it this way.
Try to keep it as straight.
Yeah, she's going to keep it straight that way, and I'll keep an eye on it. And then we'll have to keep looking over here to see. As long as I go with this thing, as long as it's up and down, I think we're going to be okay. It don't have to be perfect. It is just a swing. So we're going to try this, and you can bring it right up against the thing here, pretty close. We're going to try it and see what happens.
Oh, do you want to get... Well, that wasn't too bad.
I think we did pretty good there.
Oh, wait a minute.
I could ream them out.
Yeah, that needs something done with it. Might have to cut that.
Yeah, we'll just cut that. So
You want a carpenter knife?
yeah. One thing about this, you want to make sure your hardware is long enough to go all the way through your board. These are stainless steel, so we don't have to worry about them breaking through, rusting. Should be okay.
You want me to take the file down through that?
No, it won't fit this time.
Oh, it won't fit.
So it looks like we're going to have more than enough for putting our hardware in there. We're going to put some washers and lock washers on this. And I think we got more than enough space.
Okay.
And these were supposed to be 8 inches. And I know that 8 inches is going to be from tip.
The whole thing.
The whole entire thing, not just a thread. So when you buy these, make sure if you're using a 6x6 like we are, you get at least an 8-inch long one. And it's going to work out for you. So we're going to go on down through here and finish drilling all these out. Let's do this on the next drill.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Oop, that's too close.
What we're going to do is we're going to double nut all these and make sure we tighten them down good so they don't work themselves loose.
Could have put some Loctite on them or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe me, you don't want to be doing this on a ladder. It's so much easier to do it this way first. Right?
Yeah. All right, what we have right here is a mixture of diesel fuel and used motor oil. And Julie's going to be giving all this wood a coat of this.
I mean, you can use stain or paint.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you can paint this.
I wouldn't paint it, but you can use the Thompson's water seal.
Stain it, whatever.
Yeah, but listen, this is the way to go. Use the motor oil and diesel fuel, and it's going to make it a little bit darker.
Which we don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. And we're going to do all the ends and let it soak down in there. Now, really, you should wait at least a year before you do this, because the sealer that's on there, it kind of don't want to let the
this stuff soak in.
Soak in is good. But listen, we're going to put a coat on them.
We might have to wipe it off with a rag or something.
Yeah,
if it doesn't seem like it's
we'll let it soak in for a little bit, and then we'll come back and wipe it off, and
hopefully that'll keep them from getting rotten.
Yeah, I don't think anymore that the sealer they put on there, I don't think it's really a good stuff.
And it doesn't matter.
I think I would have started with the back ones first, Jewel, because you got to lean over top of those.
No.
I would. So I'm going to let Julie go ahead and do this part.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't want to watch it all.
No, she don't want to watch this. Once it gets done, we'll show it to you. I mean, like I said, it's used motor oil and diesel fuel, or get yourself a thing of Thompson's water seal and go over it. You can get it clear and it won't leave it dark or anything. We kind of like the little bit darker color anyhow, so that's what we're using right there. Okay, for the two ends that are going to go in the ground, these two pieces here will be in the ground. What we're going to do is we're going to take some MAP gas here. You can use propane or whatever. And we're going to char these edges up. And then we're going to take a hammer and we're just going to tap the ends of them. So let's get them charred up. Now you can see the end of that wood. It's got a bunch of cracks in it going this way now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my hammer and we're going to tap on this thing all over until we get the bottom of this flat. What this is going to do is this is going to help water from going up inside of it. Now, we're going to do the other one exactly the same way, and then Julie's going to come through when she puts her sealer on. She's going to seal this up, and this is going to soak in really good. Now, years ago, they used to do this to your fence post. When a farmer go through and he'd put a fence post up, he'd burn the end of it and he'd beat on it. Never used any sealer, but them posts sat out on the plane sometimes for 100 years. So Julie's done with all the sealer, and she's just wiping off the excess on the outside there. They really do look good. I like the dark color of them. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it doesn't soak in real good right now because of, you know, they're...
But we could always do them again later.
Yeah, we can do them again later. But I think that'll be a big help. Okay, we're going to get ready to set our swing post. And we've got the auger on the back of the tractor. Now, we do have a post hole digger, and you can use a post hole digger. But we're always trying to make it easier on ourselves, having tools that can do the job. And this one here is actually my neighbor Ricky's. He lent it to me to drill some holes, so that's what we're going to be using. Okay, what we've done here is we got the transit and checked each hole. You can pull that out now, Jewel. We checked each hole to make sure they're exactly the same because we pre-drilled these boards. They're already pre-drilled, so we want to make sure they're as close as we can get them. So we're going to go up and get our post, and we're going to sink both the uprights in, and then we're going to try to put the top one on without having the concrete in it. Hopefully we can do this. Got that camera rolling? I'll get it up far enough that it'll start in the hole. Then I can
hard to see though, it's so bright out here.
I'm just wondering if I should put them top plates on loose and then take it up there and knock them in and try to put the two other ones in.
Yeah, I'd set that maybe back down on the ground.
Okay, you could turn that camera back off. They see me putting it up there.
Yeah.
Okay, we got our two uprights in there, but I thought it'd be a lot of work to try to get all these plates on. So we're going to go ahead and put the plates on here, see if we can lift it up and then slide them in the side. And hopefully we could do that and get this thing set up. So right now...
Doesn't matter.
No. We're going to go ahead and put our T-plates up.
Okay, so...
All right, we got our bolts in, but they're not tight. We're gonna leave it loose until we get it all squared up and level. It's just sitting there now. It's not even hooked to the tractor. Now we put them posts about 3 feet in the ground, and then we tamped it really good in the bottom. So they're setting pretty much perfect. The holes lined right up. We used a little, like a screwdriver type thing, just to make sure we got them through, and it worked out real well. But we left all the bolts loose. About a bag and a half of concrete in that one there, nice and square. We're going to go over to the other one and work on it, and then we're just going to tamp some dirt around it. Honestly, you really don't even have to put the concrete in there. They say it's not good for them, but we do it anyhow because it seems like it sturdies it up a little better. And I'm sure they'll outlast me and Julie. So
yeah, it's the next person's problem.
Yeah. So that one there is going to be pretty good, and like I said, we're just going to throw the dirt around it. And then we'll go to the other one and get it done. Julie, she wanted to put a little water in it. You really don't have to put water in these holes. They'll absorb a lot of the moisture that's in the ground, and they'll harden up anyhow. But she put a gallon of water in there, and then we just pushed the dirt up around them. And we'll come back and maybe have to push a little bit of dirt, more dirt up. Sometimes when you put these posts in, if you just tamp them, sometimes they'll be a little bit loose. But over time, water and moisture and stuff in there, they'll pack themselves in pretty good. Well, you do use a tamper on them, but when you're doing the concrete, it seems to give them a better grip. So we're going to let these things set for a few days, and then we're going to come back and we're going to tighten all them bolts up. We didn't tighten none of the bolts up. They're all in, but we didn't tighten any of them up because, you know what? We wanted to be able to move them brackets. We wanted to be able to move the post to get them square in the ground. And I'm telling you, I think it really looks nice. Here's what it looks like from up the hill. And I'll tell you, I think the grandkids are going to have a ball on it. So it's going to take a few days, letting them set up good, get them tightened, and get the swings on them. Nice. Okay, it's been a few days. The concrete's been setting up. We're going to go ahead and start tightening up the bolts and get our swings put up. The kids are going to be so happy. This swing set's pretty daggone high. It's about 9 foot up there to the bottom. Don't forget, when you guys are getting your bolts, set them all together and make sure they're the right size, because some people put them in the wrong holes.
Yeah, we ended up getting a couple.
A little bit longer than others.
Yeah.
All right, these are the seats we're going to be using. These are called a rigid swing seat. You can pick these up off Amazon. We're going to be leaving some links. I am an Amazon associate, so I'll get a small commission if you buy something off that link. These are very heavy duty seats. Now they're small and they're for young kids, so we're going to get these set up. We do know the chains are a little bit shorter than what we need because we got a 9 foot tall swing and most swings are not really that tall. So we're going to get to putting these guys up. Okay, in your seat, these are really nice. They come with your chains. They're coated where it goes down to the seat, and they give you a couple of these links to hook it to the seat itself. So that's good. Nice coating on there. The kids are not going to get cut up. And then the 2 links. Yeah, it's not going to get all rusty where the kids are. So let's get started on these. So when you get your chain out, they give you a couple of these links. What you want to do is stick it down over the seat like this, then twist it in, and then twist it around. So this part is sticking up, and then we hook this right in there, and then tighten this bad boy up. And you have to do that to all your swings. Seems a little bit like these things could have been a little bigger, but I think they're going to work just fine. Got to twist them. Like so. Now, if you're going to have to extend on your chain, you're going to have 4 more of these to link it to your chain, and then 4 to link it to your top.
Yeah.
So we're going to get, I know I got enough for this one at least right now. Okay, that's how we build our swing. It's a pretty high swing, as you can see. It's way up there. They're going to be able to get a big, long swing on this. I think they're going to have so much fun. Don't forget now, I'm going to leave some links in the description down below for some of the things we used on our swing. If you guys would like to check them out, that'd be a big help for us to be Amazon. So I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time. Well, the grandkids found the swing, and they're having fun. What, honey? I guess. I'm coming.